my reflection. I know we done learned some lessons, and you about to tell us what it is and what it ain't. So just leave a message after the sploosh. I love you. Hey, beautiful. So, let me get you adjusted. All right. So, first and foremost, it has been a while since we even came to do a reading. It's been a minute, but I was listening to an episode, I think the second episode of the podcast, which is over 2 years ago, which is so mind-blowing to think of how this started 2 years ago. But just listening to it and listening to the message and realizing how on track it did keep me and a lot of people while I was doing readings, just listening to that made me think, yeah, let me get back into it. So here we are. It is August the 6th, I believe. And if you know, we used to do monthly readings, sometimes weekly check-ins. So we're definitely going to see what the month of August has for us. And just, it's a timeless message. So you could be hearing this in November of 2025 and it can still relate to you. But if you're listening to it now in August, then this is the current energy for you right now. Whenever you're listening to it, this is something in this is meant for you to hear. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the Hip Hop Queens Oracle deck. And I'm just going to pull, just for the card, what I want to know is like the energy for this month, the energy that we should fully embody every day when we wake up. We must implement this into our routine or some sort. Leadership came out, the Nicki Minaj card, and that is leadership. I feel like, okay, not just as in leading other people, but leading yourself down the path that you say you want to go down. Showing up, doing the things that need to be done, just going forward. I think I was reading something. I don't know if it was the Bible or if it was Florence Scovel Sham, but basically you have to move forward. And I never really understood the story behind, Moses parting the Red Sea, but I had read it one day, and it was it wasn't even. It was in, matter of fact, Florence Scovel Sham's. What was that? The Secret Door to Success. I think it was the Secret Door of Success. Yeah, but she described what the story was, and you have to go forward with faith. Like, you really have to move in those directions that you want to move towards. Like, you have to take every step that you possibly can with what you have, with where you are at, in order for you to be able to get to the other places that you need to be. So take this leadership, really be who you want to be. Like, today feels different. Today feels really, really different. Like, I cut my hair the other night, so I washed it today, and I styled it, and I got dressed, and it just feels like a new energy. Like, the last few moments, or the last couple couples, have been leading up to this new era. Like, cutting my hair really felt like a symbolization of the end of a chapter, and the beginning of a new one. Like, yeah, let's be a leader. Let's be, I want to say, a boss, and really present yourself and live as the person that you want to be. You know, an episode that I was listening to was healing is required for new experiences. And basically one of the main points was, if you want to do new things, you have to do new things. Okay, Janelle Monáe also comes up, and the word with her is fluidity. And what I'm getting with that is just allow things to happen. Like no more resistance. And it just feels so good knowing how much work we've been putting in, knowing how much change has occurred, that we can now fully embody these new characteristics that we've been working on changing and reprogramming ourselves for. Like it's it's so great. Be fluid and be yourself and be who you are. Be who you are where you are. You can be you fully, okay? All right, I feel like that's enough for this deck. So I'm going to leave these 2 cards out so we can do a little summary at the end. Now, this is the affirmation deck. So we're about to see what's the affirmation that we currently can relate to right now. What's something that is really the highlight of right now that we need to continue to live in, continue to realize, and maybe even bring a little bit more energy towards or focus on. I am safe to be me. I am so worth loving. It feels so good to be free and just be. Facts. I need to put that one on a loop. I got some mantras like that on my YouTube channel. If you want to go listen to the mantras, like those have truly been changing my life. Constantly singing these things. It's like just constantly singing them. Okay, 2 cards fell out. And yeah, like I truly believe the mantras that I've been singing, like, because I'm singing it so much, so I start to rewire and I start to program those thoughts, and those are my constant thoughts. Those are my most consistent thoughts. And you know, the things you think of the most are the things you attract in your life. So you keep telling yourself this, you keep speaking and using the power of your word, you're going to get everything you want. And it's been working. So yeah, I have a playlist on my YouTube of some mantras, and I'll be uploading some more because I have a bunch. I literally have a bunch just sitting on my phone that I haven't been sharing, that I just need to get out there. So YouTube, they'll be on there. Okay, so the 2 cards that came out, the affirmation that we need to, for the energy that we need to continue to step into or embrace a little bit more. First one, I am balanced. I balance my masculine and feminine sides. The masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace and all is well. Now, child, you know stepping into your femininity took some time, but you did it. It's balanced. There still may be a little bit of balancing that you need to do, especially since you have any feminine. Don't forget about your masculine. Don't forget about, you know, being grounded. Same thing with being like creative, or just being balanced in all areas of your life. Feminine and masculine, a balance. I always complete every single challenge. I love all of my passions and my talents. I'm present in every moment. I'm grounded. Like that. That's another one. Another mantra that's on the YouTube channel. You can listen to it on repeat. And really balance your feminine and masculine sides. But yes, now that you know your femininity, you've been in it, play in it, express it. Let her truly come to, not her, but let your feminine side truly come out and express. And 50-50. Ooh, matter of fact, okay, so currently I'm watching The Haunting of Bly Manor, And if you know, Miss Jessel, when Peter did what he did to her, it wasn't balanced. He said it was going to be 50-50 when they made that agreement, but it wasn't. And the whole time she was there suffering, while the feminine was suffering, while the masculine was taking up most of the space. So don't lose your balance. Don't lose yourself. Don't get lost. Okay? Don't get lost. Use your mind, your heart, your intuition. Use it all. And also meditate. That's just another thing. Even if it's just throughout the day that you meditate. If you're a mom or you're not really good at schedules or making sure everything can't always happen at the same time. When you find little pockets throughout the day, just breathe. Just take, even if you have 30 seconds, just take 30 seconds to do nothing but intentionally breathe. And if you do that throughout the day, let's say 5-6 times, that is 2.5, 3 minutes of meditating. And even if it's more than 5 to 6 times, like there's definitely more than 5 to 6 30-second breaks that you have in between your day. We're not doing nothing. Or like when you're driving, just focus on your breathing. When you're in the elevator, when you're fixing your food, you know what I'm saying? When you're on the toilet, when you're focus on your breathing, get your meditation in. However you got to get it in, baby. Also drink some water. If you got water, I'm about to drink some with you now. Stay hydrated. Remember to stay hydrated. All right. Now, there was 2 cards. The second card was, I'm open and receptive to new avenues of income. I now receive my good from expected and unexpected sources. I am an unlimited being, accepting from an unlimited source in an unlimited way. I am blessed beyond my fondest dreams. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 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 This is just, it's like finally, when you've been working on your money mindset, your abundance mindset, when you've been getting rid of lack of limitation, when you still have those little doubts and fears of financial prosperity in your head, and it's like you've gotten to the point where it's finally clicked. The rewiring has finally taken place and it's playing out. So I would say continue to let everything roll in. Continue to guard those thoughts. Be the guard, the watchman of those thoughts that are like, or I don't know, or how am I? You don't even have to. What was I reading? I think this is The Secret to Success too. But she was basically saying, Florence Scovel Shinn, be the watchman. You don't have to beat those thoughts up. You don't have to constantly, get them out of there or instantly dismiss them. But just like, I see you. And I'm going to sit here until you realize you're not getting in. Like, I'm just guarding what's already in here. You can sit there. You have every right to sit there, but you're not coming in. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to affect what I have going in over here. You're not going to shift my mood. You're not going to shift my energy. You're not going to do that. So, yes. Continue to step into your abundance, baby. Continue to do that. Oh, also, I've started this new thing where, instead of making, like how you make a shopping list, you make a grocery list, you make a thing, just a list of things you need to buy. I'm not doing that anymore. I am just making a list of things that are mine, that are a wish list, basically. No matter how it comes, no matter if I have to buy it, no matter if it's gifted to me, no matter if I see it on the side of the street, no matter if some freak event happens and I'm in Walmart and I win a raffle, no matter whatever. I'm just going to allow the things to come to me that I want. blindly. And that's funny that Ada Bats came out as I was shuffling, and it's a picture of a lady like standing on the edge of the water, and she's covered. A bunch of bats are like covering her in tissue, and she can't see, her eyes are closed, but it's just like, and then there's this cat in the front, and it's just like, that's you say what you want, and you stand here and you just let it come to you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, don't take it too literal. If you take that inspired action, if you get a nudge to, let me go on Marketplace real quick, you know what I'm saying? Let me go down the street. I really feel like walking. I really got a taste for some strawberries right now. Let me go to the grocery store. Those little nudges will take you there, baby. There was another example in one of these Florence Scovel Shand books where there was a lady who she needed her rent money, right? So she decided to let it go, and she decided that the rent money was going to be hers. So she was chilling. Dogs start whining, scratching at the cage. She's like, all right, let me take you out to eat. Not to eat. Let me take you out for a walk. Takes the dog for a walk. They're going down the usual path. The dog goes the other way. Like he starts pulling her the other way. She's like, okay, cool, let's go down this way. Whole time they go down that new path, guess what she finds? Her rent money laying there perfectly for her. Follow your intuition. Trust the nudges. Pay attention and realize that it's real. Like, you will get everything that you want, but you just got to let it come to you. I believe in a recent one, we were saying, like, you trying to do God's job. You trying to micromanage everything, how things are going to come, where it's going to come from, when it's going to come. And you not doing your part. All you got to do is do your part and everything else play out. Four Wands came up, and it's basically like a little cute little gathering. These little people are dancing, and the moon is happy above them. Like, yeah, this is that teamwork. Like, everybody has a part to play. You have a part to play. There are some people that might come along and have a part to play. There's God or the universe that has its part to play. You have to all come together to celebrate. Like, you can't do everything on your own. And that's back to that feminine and that masculine. You have to be in your feminine bag so that you allow help, but also have that masculinity so that you can put in your work that you need and get exactly what you need to get out of it. Anything else we need to know right now? Really look at yourself. As soon as I said that, the judgment card came out. Really look at yourself and see how far you've come. See who you are today. See how much you've changed and how much you've grown. And really congratulate yourself. Really appreciate yourself. Because I was even thinking yesterday, I have really changed. I have really evolved. And I love me. I love me now. Don't get me wrong. I love the old versions of me too. I love them. I love them. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am. And I had to be them. And I had experiences. And I learned so much. And I am who I am today because of who I was then. And I love every part of me. So it's like, don't beat yourself up for who you used to be. Like, there's no shame around who I used to be anymore. Shout out to her. She was always doing the best that she could with the information, knowledge, wisdom, courage that she had. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, child. A bunch of cars just driving, a bit of fortune on the top. I'm very fortunate to have every experience in my past that I've had. No matter how tough it may have seemed, no matter how much I didn't like it at the time. All right. I'm going to pretty much wrap this up. Okay, the Eight of Ghosts came out. And it's like this man going up this journey. And like, it's these ghosts around him. And they all look worried. Even the moon look worried, child. But he's hiking. And this is giving me, okay, so bet on yourself. I was reading something or listening to a podcast or something, and it was just saying how a lot of people don't really believe in you, or like what you're saying, or the path that you take, especially if it hasn't been taken before. But once you get to where you're going, they'll be asking you the questions like, how'd you do this? Like, what was the process? So don't worry about what it looked like on the journey from the outside. Just know when you get to where you're going, you're going to have a story to tell. And you're going to have an instruction manual that you can give. You're going to be able to give out advice, tips, tricks. Don't do this. Caution, look out for this. You know what I'm saying? But you also, if you on a journey by yourself, you don't really have no guidance, no leader, nobody who's done it before, it's going to be a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take trial and error. It's going to take you trying different things, going up different paths. You might fall, scrape your knee. You know what I'm saying? You might go hungry one night. You might lose something. You might drop something along the way. You might get something right on the first try and be the very best at it. But you never know until you try. So keep going. Keep going. Because you came a long way. You've came a very long way. Okay? Let me see any closing words, child. Ooh. The three ghosts came up. It's three ghosts. They're like hugging together, and their little tails are braided down into one single braid. And they're cheers, they're hugging, and they got their goblets in their hands, and they're cheersing each other. Like, yes. It's a celebration. Mind, body, and soul. Celebrate. Toast to yourself. Because you are successful. You know what I'm saying? You're successful at being you. You're successful at loving. You're successful at being dedicated to being who you want to be, to doing the things that you want. You are successful, my love. You're so successful, and I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy, and I love you so much. Okay? I love you so much. Don't forget to check out those mantras if you need to on the YouTube channel. Oh, listen. So, okay, shadow work. If you haven't done your shadow work, baby, I highly recommend that you do your shadow work. And I'm probably going to do some more shadow work because I've done some, but there's always some more probably that you could be doing. I know there's like some prompts that I haven't answered. So, in some pieces that's still some little shadows that I haven't shed light upon. So I'm going to be doing some shadow work soon. But with shadow work, when I did my shadow work the first time, I came up with a book. It is a short book. It's a little ebook. It has 26 poems in it, and they are all inspired by and dedicated to my inner child based on my journey to the Shadowland. And just I feel like the words in there will touch a lot of people and let you see like you're not alone, and like, yeah, it's really good. So if you want to get it, it's only $3.33. And it's on my website, www.myreflexion.com. www.myreflexion.com. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I would love to talk. I want these words to go. I want to have community gatherings. I want to get together and have a read along, have healing ceremonies, and just get people together who are on this journey together, so that we don't have to be alone. We don't have to feel alone, and we can have fun, and we can heal, and we can evolve and expand together. So check out the book. Is that y'all? I think that's all, love. I love you. I'll call you back.